Jeremy Hunt has been blasted by doctors after he inadvertently admitted to a winter crisis in the NHS. The Health Secretary tweeted in response to a BBC interview with Tony Blair on Thursday morning, in which the ex-PM criticised the government's handling of the service. He said, "Tony Blair's memory is as selective in office as out of office. Does he not remember his own regular NHS winter crises? Perhaps he was too focused on joining the Euro to give his full attention to the NHS." It comes just 24 hours after Hunt apologized to patients after revealing all non-urgent surgery appointments scheduled for January would be postponed, to ease pressure on medical staff. Tony Blair's memory is as selective in office as out of office. Does he not remember his own regular NHS winter crises? Perhaps he was too focused on joining the Euro to give his full attention to the NHS. Jeremy Hunt at Jeremy Hunt, January 4, 2018. His tweet provoked a furious backlash from doctors and others, who described current conditions for hospital patients as hellish, with one branding Hunt the worst health secretary in history. "Conditions are hellish for patients right now, and think this is the time for cheap party political jibes. Get out there. Show your face. Stop spending whole days in TV studios. Cut the fake sorrow, and take some responsibility for your 5-year decimation of our beloved NHS. Rachel Clark at Dr_Oxford, January 4, 2018. There are winter crises and there are winter crises. pic.twitter.com/parkgiwanecp. Jamie Fryer at Dr. Jamie Fryer, January 4, 2018. So it is a crisis then, just that last night on at BBC Newsnight you were pretty adamant that it wasn't. And as for suggesting that Tony Blair was distracted by Europe ambitions, really you're throwing that stone, are you? Andrew Abraham, PhD at Andrew Abraham 11, January 4, 2018. You're the worst health secretary in history. Not only because of your record, but also because of your lack of understanding and compassion and clear distaste for NHS staff. That is your legacy. Dr. Bo at MT_JO, January 4, 2018. Several NHS workers, including a hospital doctor and GP, were quick to point out better working conditions under Labour. One senior nursing sister said she was exhausted. "It was never like this. My life as a GP got better under Labour. Any doctor with your level of performance would have been before the GMC long ago. I am just about to start morning clinic. Keep tweeting about Blair. And why does it Ralph Little terrify you?" Stephen Southwood at Steve Southwood, January 4, 2018. Not true. There was a noticeable improvement on the NHS shop floor when I was a junior doctor in early 2000. This was because of sustained investment in the NHS, more staff, new buildings and a new GP contract. Things have gone backwards on your watch. Jeremy Newman at Jeremy Newman 33, January 4, 2018. It was not as bad as this. Do you realize how bad it is? We are exhausted. You said sorry for the NHS yesterday. Don't say sorry, do something about our funding and please help us. You won't see a crisis sitting in your office. Come work with us, not a 10-minute visit either. Claire Louise at Smithkill 2012, January 4, 2018. What I remember is working in an aide during his time in government where nearly every person was treated in 4 hours. Number 12-hour trolley waits then. But hey, we were properly staffed cause people wanted to work in NHS as appropriate pay in those days. I'm sure a Q will ignore, only a nurse. Keith K at Beefy 159666178, January 4, 2018. So we can infer from your comment is that this is your own winter crisis, then your inherited record levels of patient satisfaction have been SOS for years now. You should feel ashamed. As for the Eurojibe, words fail me. Jane Waring at Warijan, January 4, 2018. Latest figures show 16,900 patients faced waits of half an hour or more in ambulances outside air departments in the week to the 31st of December, the 4,700 of which were delays of over 60 minutes, and record numbers of people called the 111 non-emergency line for advice. In an interview with Sky News on Wednesday, Hunt said the government had taken early action to support NHS staff in the heroic work, saying they were going beyond the call of duty. What is different this year compared to last year is that last year we had a lot of operations cancelled at the last minute, he said. A lot of people were called up the day before their operation and told, "I'm sorry, it can't go ahead." PA Images. Tony Blair has criticised the government's record on the NHS, and we recognise that it is better, if you are unfortunately going to have to cancel or postpone some operations, to do it in a planned way. Although if you are someone whose operation has been delayed, I don't belittle that for one moment, and indeed I apologise to everyone who that has happened to. Labour Shadow Health Minister Justin Madders said, after coming out of hiding to offer a half-hearted apology yesterday, Jeremy Hunt's guilty conscience has now resulted in an inadvertent admission to the winter crisis. Will the next stage on this journey of self-discovery include a realization that he has been Health Secretary for the past 5 years and might therefore bear some responsibility for the current crisis, suggest a correction?